good, Bobby?
Yep.
All right, Coach. Bobby just touched on it, but the Spokane boys coming home and showing out tonight. Just to start with Elijah and McCabe and how they were able to kind of take you home tonight.
They did. They both really performed well tonight. Good for them. I mean, the whole Meade team was here, and but no, that's pretty cool seeing stuff like that. But Elijah's been a really good player for us. He's really been heating up offensively. Played great defense. About the last 15 games, I don't know if he's made a mistake on defense. He's been lights out, but he's been a great player for us. He's been a big part of us just improving on the field. And then McCabe is another guy who, if you look at his last 4 and 5 outings, he just continues to get better and better and better. And I mean, you can't come in a tighter jam. And for him to do that, being a local guy against Gonzaga, a great opponent, just a lot of quality, a lot of toughness out of both of them. So really good stuff.
And talk about the pitching overall tonight.
Yeah,
it seemed like everyone you brought in was able. There a couple jams here and there, but they were able to get out of those. Just overall, what were your thoughts on the pitching?
It was great. Spencer Jones got the start. Brotherton came in. He hasn't been in a while. We really are hoping to get him going and lengthen our staff a little bit. But pitching was good. I know that Cade didn't have it, but everybody else really performed tonight. What we talked about down the line was, McCabe comes in that spot. That's as tight as it gets. And but if you have that mindset of I'll just pick up my next teammate, and Caber was just outstanding. So big quality effort for him.
Obviously, bringing him in with the bases loaded, a few lefties were coming up, but to see him give up that single and then immediately bounce back and get 6 straight outs, just what does that say about him and his character?
That's how he's been really the last 5 times he's been out on the mound, and his role is just going to continue to improve, whether that's in a starting role or out of the bullpen. He's been really good for us, and his role is going to expand, but that was flat-out toughness. That was a tough jam, and he gives up the hit, but his fastball had some move on. And I think the biggest thing that we talked about in the dugout was when he got out of the 8th, he didn't expend any energy. I think in his brain he knew he was maybe going back out, and it gave him the strength that he needed to finish it off in the 9th.
And how big was that to save an extra arm to have him go back out there and close it down for you?
It was huge, and we were hoping in this game that we could rest a couple of guys that we've really been using in the bullpen, and we hope to do that in the bye weekend against Santa Clara at home this weekend. So, we've got to get healthier in terms of the bullpen. It's a little fatigued. So Caber doing that was big. Keeping a couple of guys down there out of the game was big, and that sets us up nicely for the weekend.
And talk about keeping this momentum rolling. You guys got a few more big series coming up. Just how do you kind of expand on this success?
Yeah, it's winning time for us, just in terms of we've got a bye weekend, and then we've got 4 conference weekends left, 2 at home, 2 on the road. But we're right in the middle of it in the pack. We're 2 games out of 4th place, I think, and the top 9 go to the tournament. But for us, it's about getting better, playing well, and right now we're in a pretty good streak of playing pretty good baseball, particularly on the defensive and pitching side.
And that play by Kyle up the middle, pretty much exactly what you expect from him there.
Yeah, he's been doing it all year. I think he's made 2 errors at shortstop. He is playing a lights-out shortstop, and you've got McGee at 3rd playing really well defensively, Elijah at 2nd, and then Sammy and J-Mac at 1st. Our infield defense has been really good, but we've seen that out of Russell a lot out of late. So he's playing a really good shortstop for us.
All right, congrats on the win.
Yeah, thanks. Go Cougs.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.